So this is my video to create a hard disk and partition. So the first is this is the snapshot we're asked to create to make. I named it backup one. And then for the storage, for the hard disk, this is the hard disk, virtual hard disk I created 10 gig right here. Now let's get into this. We're asked to create a partition. So this is the hard disk right here. And this is the partition that I created. I named it SDB1. And I used just 5 gig of the table of the hard disk to create the partition. So the next, so the next is they asked us to use this command to list the partition tables of a disk. So which I've done before. When you check the history, you'd see. So what information do I see? And then I wrote the answers that I got there. So when I typed in this code, I saw the disk size, the model of the disk, the number of sectors, the sector size, the disk identifier, and the partition table entries right here. And then the next one is what does the gdisk command do when associated with the N, the 0, the P, the Q. So when I check that, these are my answers. The N is to add a new partition. The O is to create a new empty GUID partition table. The P is to print the partition table. And the Q is to quit without saving. So the next question is to type the sudo pathed dot dash L. So what information do I see? When I typed this, what I saw was that I saw the model of the disk, the size of the disk, the file type system, which is like ext4. Yeah. And then the partition type, table type, which is either maybe is loop or GPB or MBT, anyone, and then the information about each partition under each disk. So what command can you use to display a list of partitions on the device? So you can use this one. And you can use this if allowed, like the way I used this earlier. So, and then which command used to rename a partition? So I researched and I found this. I saw that this part is used for to modify a partition or a disk, but this is the one I find more helpful. When you do this and you get into the gdisk interface, you can just press C, which is to change the name, and then you enter the new name. And sometimes they ask you to choose a number, but for me, I just have just one partition on that disk, so it just asked me for the new name straight, and then W to write this thing to add the effect. Then the command to delete the partition, you just use sudo fdisk. I think you can use the gdisk as well, anyone, and then the D, and then you write it. So yeah. What new knowledge did I gain when I did all this? So what I gained was, I think basically, when asked to like format the disk, but I did, and I used this ext for the file type system. Yeah. So I think those are the new things that I learned actually. And I basically was able to learn on the uses of the different letters under the gdisk. And I also explored the fdisk as well. So I think those are the new things that I learned under those aspects. Let me see if there's anything I'll cover. I think that is basically it. And yeah, sorry for the mount point. For the mount point, sorry. Yeah, so the mount point is named data one. I don't know, after the bin, the boot, and the data one, you see data one. That is the mount point that I created. So thank you very much. And then this is my video.